Раз, раз, раз. Проверим звук. Раз, раз, раз. Проверим звук. Отлично, звук есть. Всем добрый вечер. Надеюсь, трещать не будет микрофончик. Вот. С вами Алексей. И это канал имени меня. Сегодня стрим по Genshin Impact. Продолжаем проходить основную миссию Фонтейна. В прошлый раз дошли до театра. Собственно говоря, я там маленько еще побегал, правда, вкачивал персов, но ничего страшного. Вернемся туда, откуда пришли. Собственно говоря, и посмотрим, что будет дальше. Вот по стриму, как обычно, около часа. Так что, let's go. Погнали. Ну и да, там круточек, пока сам вкачивался, круточек накопил. Нужно будет их тоже использовать по максимуму. Оп, сейчас 9 уровень. Что это? Какая-то новый ивент. Описание события. Надо будет драться. Ну ладно, это потом. Я закончил вот эту, получил Беннета. Так что нормально. Так, нам нужно открыть миссию. Есть письма. О, письма есть новые. Может быть там 300 голды? Ага, сейчас. 300 голды. 1000. Ой, не 300 голды, 300 этих примагенов. Вот там 1000 голды. На них даже, я не знаю, ничего не купишь. Так, прелюдия белых роз и черных волн. Город дождей и воспоминаний. Да, вот нам нужно сюда. В прошлый раз остановился перед фонтаном. Узнал, что фонтан вкачивается. А сегодня продолжаем миссию основную. Так, что у нас там? Войдите в оперный театр Эпиклес. Let's go. Войти. Посмотрим, что там внутри. О, кат-сцена.
Traveler in Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Ну да.
Are you kidding?
Включим.
We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
Да, нам будут вообще выступления показывать.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment, I'll fetch the tickets.
То есть вот так вот, он пошел такой, билет какие хочет, взял, а если люди заранее покупали, да похер на них. Понятно.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Смотри, какой предусмотрительный.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lenny.
Обычно говорят,
Don't
говорят не
mention
очень.
it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Там типа сцены много перекрывается.
Hey, Lenny,
третий брать.
could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Не отвлекайся на нас.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
Так. Нам нужно найти места, да? Здесь есть что-нибудь кроме? Нет. Наверху? Хочется наверх тоже сверить. Здесь, видимо, царская места, да? Вот-то где здесь? О, они сами открываются. Неплохо. Сундуков, естественно, здесь никаких. Ладно. В первом ряду справа. Кто там сидит? С кем мы будем сидеть?
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Тебе-то вообще места не надо. Летаешь и летаешь. Какие шикарные стулья. Сейчас мы, видимо, узнаем, кто рядом. Я тоже так могу. Что за неловкое молчание? Ты кто? Здрасте, здрасте.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still, it's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Обычно ведь и ты этим у нас занимаешься.
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
А вот не все тебе
Excuse
жрать.
me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be... you would like.
Я думал, это женщина сидит.
So you heard all of that, did ya?
Там такая
Boy,
акустика.
you sure have good
Да
ears.
шептать будешь,
Paimon thought
слышно
she was
будет.
keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
Ситуация становится все более неудобной.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to
Вот,
reciprocate.
его прислуга, что ли?
Oh,
Неплохо.
so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
Она так прикольно представляется. Пайман из Пайман.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat.
Блин, куда ни
And
плюнь,
as
все нас
required
знают.
by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
Так он что? Я забыл, кто он.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet
Нет,
is.
нам еще не говорили.
Allow
видимо.
me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh,
Это главный судья,
sorry for being
неплохо.
so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise she may become
Да, угадаю,
flustered.
это их местный архонт. Да? Да, да.
Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
О, он тоже ее, походу, недолюбливает.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Да, давай уже представление. Это
The
эти
show's
неловкие
finally
разговоры
about to
такие.
start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Что ты врешь? А как же это? Сумеру, которая выступала тоже в театре. Я забыл прочитать, что там написано было.
Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Давайте.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny.
Музыки не хватает.
And over
Даже
here is
тишина
my
вокруг.
sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Не, серьезно, музыки не хватает.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both
Вот это
Lynette
тело
and
вышло.
myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Оп. Свет погас.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Вот здесь музыка есть. Ух ты, летает.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Самое интересное, что мне сила
It's
гидра.
actually quite
Это по факту
simple.
пришел Саннама.
She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Ух ты, она без одежды такая где-то.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Было познавательно. Я бы сказал, было интересно.
What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
Изумительно. Но удивительно, что он изумительный маг иллюзионист.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
That's right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared
О, вот
even
сейчас
more
только.
astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Давай.
The
Давай,
magic
интересно
of
даже.
transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Дай угадаю, это
Please,
буду я, да?
if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Мгм. И я должен...
I'm
ты
sure
должен был
many of our clever
переместить, да?
audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Давай посмотрим. Уверен, мы сможем разгадать
The
секрет.
lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
Еще и
Now
рандомайзер
then,
прикрутили.
let's begin.
Неплохо.
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
Так.
All right.
вторым
Before
буду
I
я,
enter
да?
the magic
Или нет?
box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
Считать будем хором, так что ничего не выйдет.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me.
Зубы нам заговаривать.
60, 59, 58.
Ты смотри, как все хором.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh?
И что,
Why
долго
aren't you
считать будет?
counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
Вообще, на самом деле,
Merely
тишина
a
вокруг.
consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Ты смотри, какой загадочный.
You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
Ну, тут все считают. А музыки все-таки не хватает. Ну, вот есть какая-то
Mr.
такая
Lenny,
легкая.
are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Думаю, это часть шоу. Бум. Что происходит? Возможно, это было сделано, чтобы отвлечь наше внимание.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23!
23
What's
уже.
wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them
Самое
counting?
интересное, что эти ящики стоят, там под ними просто проход, и всё. И тогда это не
It
фокус, а
seems things
просто...
aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Что происходит? Давай.
Almost there
Вот
now.
сцена. Неплохо.
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again. 7! Hey, slow down! Honestly!
Смотри, как он с публикой играет хорошо.
Whoops! That doesn't count!
Ух ты.
Ta-da!
Точно с публикой играл. Прям вот просто они плясали под его дудку. Что происходит? Так задумано? Видимо, нет. Интересно, интересно. Что будет дальше?
Is this part of the show?
Ага,
Mr.
тут
Linney,
человека
you're
прижало.
going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Опа.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two.
Сюжет
We'll get to
закрытой
the bottom
комнаты.
of this soon
Классика.
enough.
Это из фильма «Достать ножи», там тоже жандармы проводят какое-то время за расследованием.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl
то есть
is
её ещё и
nowhere to be
похитили.
found. It appears that this
Может,
incident was not
какая-то.
merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Провернуть это вот так, на глазах публики, архонта и верховного судьи.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Странно, что это случилось во время шоу.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates,
А вот и
and that
суд.
you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little
Какая
early
странная
to talk
Архонтова,
about
честно.
formally pressing charges.
То она
But
властная,
what Lady
то она
Farina said
девочка
just
какая-то.
now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna
А вы
personally
все
deliver
пошары, походу,
justice.
все, да?
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Убеждающе. Она их хорошо так
I mean,
убеждает.
of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
Самое
That's right.
интересное,
I mean you, traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
самое интересное, что типа ее характер очень похож на Фишиль. Примерно одинаково они рассуждают, что ли, и живут. Я верю Лини.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Ей явно хочется
Wasn't
шоу.
a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Как интересно, как удачно,
Well,
что они все
traveler,
оказались в
seems
одном
Lady
помещении.
Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Блин, а мне не дают выбора, может я не хочу. Да.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Будем раскрывать дело. Теперь мы юные детективы.
Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
А ты не
I'm
будешь, что ли,
really
доказывать,
quite
что он
looking
виновен?
forward to hearing it.
Или типа твои слова против всего? Все расходятся, зрители покидают зал вместе с Фуриной и Невилеттом. Ну что за пауза?
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Чего?
Of course! Who
Не
wouldn't be
надо
scared after
упала.
witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Нет, я так не думаю.
Good to hear.
Я ж наивный.
Thank you so much for trusting me.
Наивный блондин, который
I'm
верит
sure
всем
everyone
вся.
sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did.
Может,
Even
надо
a
выяснить,
skilled
кто
and
это?
knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Да, происшествие и правда странное. Но оно случилось.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Откуда маску достала? Где ты эти взяла очки?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
Да как к нормальной жизни возвращаться? Ты сейчас 2 дня будешь в этом...
But with the guards
зале
watching our
торчать.
every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Я к такой работе привык.
Just leave it to
Постоянно в
us.
дерьмо всякое влезаю и потом выкарабкаюсь из него.
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Ah, well... I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets
Подожди,
as
ты еще и
magicians.
рассказать не будешь.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Что поделать?
But
Хочешь-
if
не
revealing our
хочешь
secrets
реагировать?
will help you
Давай,
uncover the truth
рассказывай.
behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
То есть нам ты не расскажешь.
Let's go have a look
Что
while
вы
the
там делали?
investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
Ладно, погнали осматривать. А у меня миссия завершилась.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Мы представители Лини и Линетта.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if
А
I
это
were you.
почему?
Huh? What do you mean?
Да, мне тоже интересно. В смысле?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally
Вот, он
liked
даже
him.
мелом ввели.
The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the
воды.
show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Но как он вообще там оказался? Ведь в ящике должна была находиться
This is the
зрительница.
real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap.
Да
All
там
these
столько
factors
эффектов
lining
было.
up so perfectly
смысле,
makes it
мало.
hard to see this as a mere
Что
accident.
вряд ли бы они
If
пережгли.
anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are
Yeah,
you
but
both
well-
good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases. and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
Но это не всегда так. Иногда люди бывают надежнее, чем что бы то ни было.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Так, в журнале по делу вы можете проверять статус сбора доказательств и улик, а также упорядочить информацию о деле. В журнале по делу вы можете увидеть еще не найденные доказательства и улики. Отправляйте в соответствующую область, чтобы найти их. Используя навык восприятия, чтобы искать доказательства и улики для исследования в определенной радиусе от себя. Это повысит ваш общий прогресс. Так, отчет о результатах расследования. Согласно расследованию жандармов, фейерверк, запущенный незадолго до окончания представления, поджег веревки, на которых держался резервуар с водой. В результате резервуар упал, что привело к смерти Коула. Линни действительно мог использовать реквизит в качестве орудия убийства, но зачем ему понадобилось убивать Коула? И куда исчезла девушка из зрительного зала? Эти вопросы пока остаются без ответа. Информация о погибшем. Погибшего звали Коул. Он был ассистентом Линни и пользовался большим доверием труппы. В его обязанности входила установка и проверка реквизита, а также взаимодействие с артистами на сцене для поддержания нужного настроения в зрительном зале. Интересно, какие записки и дневники. Пошли. Так, нам нужно осмотреть место преступления. О, посмотрите белую линию. А вот. На это место и пришелся удар. Не оказавшись Коул внутри волшебного ящика, он мог бы вернуться от падающего резервуара. Так. Журнал дела можно быстро открыть при отслеживании здания в статусе расследования. Ладно. Подожди, а как мне? Ну ладно. Вот, 40, 30, 130 пошли. Сначала вот это 40 лет. Недалеко. Изучаем, так сказать. Вот это 2. Оп. Исильдор. Новый какой-то чел. Ну-ка, давай пообщаемся. Да, я понял. Поговорим с ним.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Что за интерес?
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
Ты репортер, что ли?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Ты вообще... Блин, почему мы с ним разговариваем? Кто это вообще?
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Что за удар был, непонятно.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Ты думаешь, что Линет виновата,
Wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Но ведь тогда резервуар начал бы раскачиваться.
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Так, странный звук во время представления. Во время фокуса с волшебными ящиками раздался отчетливый глухой звук, который слышали многие зрители, присутствующие в зале. Может быть, это вырубили эту тетку и типа она это... она упала, поэтому и звук такой был. Так, мне нужно это вообще на выход, да? Очень интересно. И мы сваливаем. Нет, не сваливаем.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here!
I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Ты еще что за мадама?
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Да, мне тоже любопытно. Ты кто вообще?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
Я тебя боссом звать не
her
буду.
attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
Какая-то бабища начала с нами говорить, влезла в наше расследование, и типа теперь она главная? Что за хрень происходит вообще? Что за безвольный персонаж у меня? Так, ты тоже хочешь провести расследование?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Эх.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Ты ее сестра, что ли?
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
А ты доверяешь, что ли? Она вообще
What's your
странная
opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Ну, если так это выразить.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Что у тебя за вопрос?
Wait a
Давай.
minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Любопытный вопрос.
Well?
Не всегда.
And why would that be?
Так, истина слишком легко отходит на второй план. Да.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer.
Мы еще
You
и на
pass
экзамене
with
были.
flying
Что
colors.
происходит вообще?
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Hmm? Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
it.
Она играет же с тобой, Пайман. Ты что? Не верь ей. Не верь. Она явно манипулятор. Ты кое-что упустила, Пайман. Ты как будто уже приняла ее предложение. Ты кое-что упустила, Пайман.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Вы только что говорили про факты, а тут интуиция возникла.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point.
Вот у него факты, да.
You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Тип в черных очках без
I
оправы.
have nothing to add.
Oh,
Они не просто на носу сидят.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Ну, хз, ты пока непонятная, мадемуазель. Хотя костюмчик у тебя, конечно, топчик. Мне прям нравится. Ладно. Тут у нас... Оп. А, это работники местные, да? Я не понял только кто это. Это существа какие-то или куклы прям. Тристан, ну-ка расскажи.
Sorry, but
Она
no
жандарм.
one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Что это вообще за
After
существа?
the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
Интересно, будет миссия, чтобы
So,
понять, кто
the
это?
missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
А во время спектакля?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door,
А может, тебя
I would have
подкупили?
noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
Дайте
We
морковку. какую-нибудь.
Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Ну, если верить вот этой мелодии.
Thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
Посмотрим. Входы и выходы в здание оперного театра. Во время шоу никто не покидал оперный театр, а после инцидента его могли покинуть только те, чьи личности были установлены жандармами. Ладно. Самое любопытное, ну, установили они личности, что дальше? Что это дало? Чисто список людей? Непонятно. Мы же не знаем, кто убийца. Я понимаю, подозреваемых нельзя выпускать. А если не брать в расчет, что это? Волшебный ящик, смотрите. Посмотрим. На вид самый обычный ящик. Во время представления Лени за считанные секунды переместился сюда со сцены. Что это был за трюк и как им это удалось? Да, любопытно. Может, он, конечно, все-таки снизу пробежал. Там дыра снизу. Так, здесь не допрыгнуть. А как мне залезть? Вот здесь есть лестница, ладно. Аргумент. Можно спокойно перемещаться из точки А в точке Б. Ух, сколько. Так, исследуем.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Давай осмотрим веревку, это хороший повод.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Лени не уделил должного внимания безопасности или...
Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
Просто смотрю на место обрыва веревки.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Кажется, это что-то, что хорошо горит. Как хлопок мгновенного воспламенения.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why would you write all this
Да, давай записывай. Особая веревка. Веревка для подвешения резервуара с водой внезапно оборвалась, когда на сцене запускали фейерверк. Расследование показало, что в месте обрыва веревка была изготовлена из легковосполняющегося материала. Интересно, интересно. То есть он так-то прочный, раз смог удержать такой но при этом легко восполняющийся. Любопытно. Так, тут вот рядом есть. Или я с ним уже говорил? По-моему, я говорил. Тут, да, галочки стоят. Осмотреть сломанный волшебный ящик. Погнали. Жандармы закончили осмотр места происшествия, оставив на сцене сломанный волшебный ящик. Видимо, что резервуар суда сильно расплющил ящик. Прям это. От души так расплющил. Так, 22 метра. Ну, поговорим с этим. Квенти, жандарм, расскажи мне свою версию.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Ага. То есть мы выбрали конкретную жертву. Ну-ка.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Почему? Гидроархонт вообще никаких...
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us, too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Спасибо. Извините, что беспокоили вас.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Генератор случайных чисел. Устройство, использовавшееся для выбора числищиков из числа зрителей в магическом шоу линий. Только после того, как жандармы провели расследование, выяснилось, что машина постоянно выдает одни и те же результаты. Очевидно, что кто-то изменил ее настройки в недобрых целях. Так, кто-то кого-то подставил. Понятно. Так, здесь галочка поставилась. А я могу этот блокнот открыть? А вот он.
Whoever the murderer was, these people needed... Why would it be we the perform...
Так, еще информация о погибшем. Что у нас еще? А, во, я могу вот так оставить по-быстрому. Здесь ничего, но вот там есть один чел. Да, его можно опросить. Давай, Морис. Изумительный Морис. Расскажи мне. И с усами, как котяры.
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Так, мы представители Лили... можете сказать нам, кто это? Мы представители Лини и Линет.
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between
Может, они
them.
тоже известны, нет?
Okay then.
Или творцы чего-нибудь. Спасибо, что обо всем нам рассказал.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Да, только мы сначала спросим.
It is
Она
of
сама
utmost
сбежала.
importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
А то они сами сбегают, а мы тут ищем их. Информация о пропавшей девушке. Пропавшая по имени Холзи, известная художница, которая пришла посмотреть магическое шоу, чтобы снять напряжение от работы. Она не вовлечена в какую-либо вражду с представителями магической труппы Лини. Так, отлично.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Так, а веревку я уже осматривал, да. А, мне больше нельзя, что ли, изучить? Блин. Ну ладно. На самом деле у меня почти время вышло. Сейчас эта болтология начнется. Я думаю, я буду на этом заканчивать. Если что, смогу вообще отсюда свалить? Смогу. Так, на сегодня, наверное, все. Сейчас только сделаю веселую штуку. И крутану. Я все еще хочу Елань, потому что мне нравится этот персонаж. У меня как раз есть на 10 круток. Вот и проверим, как пойдет. Так. Что ж, погнали. 3, 2, 1. Раз, два, три. Нет, выпало фиолетовое. Блин. Так. Второе. Третье. Четвертое. Пятое. Шестое. Седьмое. Барбара! Да куда без нее-то? Что же за магия вообще? У меня опять выпала Барбара. Я знаю, что я могу купить еще шариков. Только 2, конечно. Отстой. Но я все еще хочу Елани, буду надеяться на лучшее. Нет, здесь синяя. Не повезло. И последняя крутка. Эх, не повезло, так не повезло. Что я могу сказать? Опа. А, мне сейчас будет еще 10 круток. Это хорошо. Синяя, значит, мы еще раз крутанем. Самое прикольное, что у меня теперь Барбара C6. Потому что ее она выпадала за последнее время. Просто супер сколько. Можно будет как-нибудь вкачаться. Упороться и вкачать Барбару. Так, ладно, у меня синяя. Синих 10 круток, то есть обычных. Что ж, погнали, посмотрим, что здесь выпадет. 3, 2, 1, погнали. И снова фиолетовый. 1, 2. Ух ты, Кукусинобу. Ну, хоть что-то интересное. А то мне Беннет да Барбара все выпадают. Будет еще что-нибудь фиолетовое? Или все? Да, только это. Ладно, но при этом-то у меня, получается, появилось 2 крутки дополнительные. То есть я могу еще раз помолиться на Елань. Неплохо так получилось. Не повезло, не повезло. Ну и последний раз. И опять не повезло. Эх, а так хотелось. Еще одна крутая. Что за магия? Последняя, кстати. А, нет, не последняя. Я могу еще вот это купить. Я хочу елань. Опять сумел. Что мне не везет-то сегодня. Нет. Я не знаю, может я, конечно, близко к этой всей истории, но пока выпадает всякий шлак. Вот у меня теперь Синобу есть где-то. Где-то должна быть. Вот она. Если брать C200, то она уже C1. Да? Поэтому норма. Так, ну тут больше ничего нет. Значит, на сегодня все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Завтра будет стрим по Fortnite. Вот. Вообще расписание стримов я выкладываю в моем телеграм-канале или в группе ВКонтакте. Ссылка есть в описании канала. Так, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии, если есть что сказать, подписывайтесь на мои соцсети. И до новых встреч. Всем пока-пока.